Hello, my name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, what I'm going to do is talk about the Houston Street and the JFK assassination. As you see here, there's been a lot of people said, well, if Oswald was going to take a shot, why didn't he take a shot down when he was coming down Houston Street instead of waiting for a certain time? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a little bit more details and explain to you the reason why no shots were fired when it was on Houston Street, when it turned from Main Street onto Houston Street. There's reasons why they didn't take them shots. Now, as I point out in my research and in my book, Evidence of a Conspiracy, they place all the assassins on the right side of JFK's limo. So when he comes down, all the assassins will be on the right side, not on the left side, but on the right side, so they can have a clear shot to JFK without any interruptions or anybody blocking their views, as you see here. Now we have one gunman on the second floor of the County Records Building, one gunman on the rooftop of the County Records Building, one gunman on the sixth floor of the Texas School Book Depository, and two gunmen in shelter number 3. Now, as you see, which I'm not going to pull this up yet, and we'll pull this one up here. Now, as you see in this map here, I marked the locations of where the gunmen were at. Now, I'm going to go in detail of why no shots was fired from Main Street on to Houston Street, why there weren't no shots fired, and here we go. As you see here, one gunman is light in red, and here's the view, here's the zone, say from this point to this point here. If he'd have took a shot, okay, if Oswald would have took that shot right there as they turned out on Houston Street, okay, this gunman, and these two gunmen here would not have, for the backup, would not have a chance to take a shot at JFK, because if he took a shot and missed, okay, they could have took, they would have took the limo either straight ahead or turn up this street here, move the people all the way real quick, especially with them going slower on this part of here, and then they went speed up more down here, but it was going slower because it was making this turn here and this turn here. The Secret Service agents could have jumped on all over JFK and everything else, and no one ever been able to take a clear shot to them. So it'd be useless to take a shot while they're coming down on Houston Street because only one gunman has a view to take a shot when the other gunman didn't have a view. Now, when it got closer down to Houston Street, as you see here, we have the 6th floor lighted up, the rooftop lighted up, but the 2nd floor, he still can't have a clear shot, and the two gunmen over here still can't have a clear shot. Only two gunmen has a clear shot at this point. Now when we go from this location to this location, now we have 3 gunmen lighted up, but there's still the 2 gunmen down here didn't have a clear shot to JFK for the backup, because like I said, JFK could have turned down this street right here real quick or anything else, and they could have got on his vehicle faster if they was making that turn, because remember, they're going slower as they're making these turns. So you only have 1, 2, 3 gunmen had a clear shot, and these 2 gunmen would not have been able to have a shot. Now we look at the danger zone. In this danger zone, from this location here, this location here, now we see that all gunmen has a clear shot to JFK and Governor Connally. Okay, from this point to this point. That's why I call this the danger zone. And after we look at this and we point this out, say, well, okay, they waited till he got to this point here. This is where he waited. They waited not to get him on Houston Street. They waited until he was in line of fire with everybody. They already had this planned out. So now let's look at this. As you see here, where the shots mainly struck JFK and Governor Connally. First shot, JFK. Second shot, JFK. Third shot, Governor Connally. Fourth shot, JFK. Fifth shot, JFK. Sixth shot, Governor Connally, which is happening all in this one location right here. This is where the main shots that made contact with JFK and Governor Connally. These distract shots happened after all these shots were taken. After these shots were taken, then we start seeing the distraction shots. But they had to wait. They had to wait until they was out in plain view of all gunmen was light up. So, like I pointed out, at this point, only one gunman. Okay, here's the location of all the gunmen. 2 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. These are the true locations. Now, from here, only one gunman had a chance to assassinate JFK and Governor Connally. Because remember, not only JFK was supposed to be killed and assassinated, but Governor Connally as well. That's why two different guys take two different shots from two different locations to Governor Connally. So at this point here, they could have probably shot one, but not the other. And the shot, he could have still survived from it. So they had to wait. So he couldn't take no shots at this point. This point here, only two gunmen was open up that can actually take shots to him. Okay, but like I said, in my one video, people's talking about walkie-talkies. There was no communication because he could say, well, I'm going to take out Kennedy, and he could say, I'm going to take out Governor Connally. Okay, so there was no communication. So at this point, only two gunmen had him in sight. But at this point here, we have three gunmen in sight, but not this gunman right here. Okay, or these two gunmen down here. But when they get in this location right here, all gunmen had a clear shot to JFK and Governor Connally. So this is the reason why there was no shots fired until they reached this point here, and they already had this worked out because they want to make sure that JFK and Governor Connally was all in their view at the same time. So if one of them missed, the other one take it and hit him. If one other one missed, they'll take it and hit him because they only had one chance to do this. And that's why when you see the shots that made contact with JFK and Governor Connally was all done in this location right here, as I point out, and I show you, or I marked it at. And then the distraction shots was on the outer rim. The distraction shots was on the outer rim down here and right here and here and over here and right here. Okay, there's in all different locations, the distraction shots. But the main danger zone was this location here, right here. And they already had it well planned. Every one of them had to talk to one another and say, do not take no shots until they get from this point to this point. So we know that everybody has a clear shot. I wanted to make this video here to show people that there's more to it when you start analyzing films and you start realizing the stuff like that. Because there's a lot of people says, well, why didn't they take a shot down, when he was coming down Houston Street? Just like when we go right here, when we look at this, okay, when we place it on a map, okay, we got to look at, first we have to look at what kind of a view these people had at the same time. Okay, could there be a possible clear shot here, or a possible clear shot there? So we look at the gunmen's locations and we look at the views. The gunman here on in the county records building inside on the second floor, he can only shoot from here, this location right here. It's only where he can shoot to. He cannot shoot any location here. This gunman on rooftop, he can go right here. To a certain extent, if we followed out, he couldn't get JFK's limo here or nothing. Only one could do that is from this location here. He could take a clear shot to straight down Hughes Street or straight down Elm Street. Okay, but to a certain extent. Now, when the limo got down here, he would have been out of the view here, which he would have ended up shooting the picket fence area and the trees and brushes and stuff that's all along here. He would have lost that view. So they had one from here to here, where actually JFK's limo will be in clear range for these two gunmen here, this gunman here, this gunman here, and this gunman here. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Share this video and stuff. And in the description down below, I'm going to leave a site where you can order any of my books, especially Evidence of Conspiracy, because you'll find this information in here. You ain't going to find this information nowhere else. You're only going to find it in my videos and in my book research. And remember, for the month of November, December, all book sales, whether it's one of my horror stories or one of my research book stuff, all royalties for the month of November, December is going to go into a GoFundMe account so I can get this documentary made for Quest, JFK, the Quest for Answers. And also in the description down below, you're going to see the site where you can make a donation if you like $1, $2, or whatever. And I want to try to get this done, like I said, and do it the proper way so everybody will fully understand, because I'm going to do a lot of this, and everything I'm having in my videos is going to be that and a lot more I want to put in this documentary. So don't forget to tell your friends about us. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And you have a pleasant, pleasant day.